Good evening, everyone. I am KC, and welcome back to my channel. So, in my previous video, I said that you cannot explain a relationships between people. That is right, but at the same time, actually you can, and and that's the wisdom of Asian people, okay? Because in both Japanese language and the Chinese language, we have this word, this concept. I'm gonna say the Japanese one first, okay? Goan. And what is Goan is that Goan is the mysterious force that bond two people together, the mysterious force that connect two people, and we call that Goan. But if you look that word up on the internet and dictionaries, they will give you the meaning of fate or destiny, and that is wrong, okay? Goan is the mysterious force that brings two people together, and that's called Goan. And also, in Japanese language, the pronunciation of Goan is same as the 5 yen Goan. And that is also one of the reasons when you go to a shrine or go to a temple in Japan, you donate this 5 yen to the god in order to pray for any kind of relationships, not just the intimacy one, okay? Can be your relationships with money, with business, any kind. And we can explain how come people are together despite all the reason that you can give that they shouldn't be, because they have Goan. Goan ga areba, they are together. It's like that. And in the Chinese language too, we have the same kanji, and I'm gonna say this in Cantonese. So Goan, the N in Cantonese is Yuan, but in Cantonese or in Chinese we always follow with another kanji to Yuan, fun. So the Yuan is the mysterious force that brings two people together. And what is fun? Fun is do you have do they or do they have do they have what it takes to be together? And that's called fun. You can have Goan, you can have Yuan, this thing, this force, and that's why you meet each other. But can you stay together? And that's called fun. It's really complicated, right? Philosophical. But that's the wisdom of the Asian cultures. And in Japan, okay, there's also this phrase. Okay, if some of you who know Japanese, or if you are Japanese, you probably heard this all the time. Ichigo, ichie. And what does ichigo, ichie means is that in your lifetime, this you will only meet this person, you will only see this person once in your lifetime, and you will never see that person again. Like if I translate, it's like the single encounter in your life, like the one time encounter in your life, and that's what we call ichigo, ichie. And that's why, and because of this phrase, this idiom, this philosophy, this way of thinking, the Japanese people, they will treasure the moment with every encounter in their lives because of this philosophy, ichigo, ichie. And it's always good to have all these kind of philosophies in our mind, because it change the way we think. And when we change the way we think, the way we treat people, the actions that we take also change too. Okay, and yes, that's why Japanese people, they really cherish every encounter in their life because of this ichigo ichie phrase and concept. And I think we should learn that too, because in every culture there's always wisdoms in every culture. And let's get back to maybe relationships. I find it really again, this word interesting is that despite the fact that you might get divorced or you might got broke up, sometimes at night when you're alone, you still think of that person. Even though you may see that person on street by chance, you won't do any greeting, you won't even say hi. It's like completely strangers, the two of you. But still, at night you might still think of that person, or at least once in your lifetime, okay? And that's a really mysterious phenomenon, because it's the same person that you are thinking of, but why don't the two of you have the same chemistry, have the same feelings? And I think that's because we human are living in a 4 dimensions world, okay, if you included the time. And when we think of that person, we are thinking that person in that specific time and space. For example, I fall in love with this person from 2018 to 2019. And when I think of that person, I think of the person in between, in the period of time in between 2018 and 2019. It's like when you are watching my channel, because we have Yuan, we have Yuan, but you like Casey, you like me, but the Casey that you like are the Casey that in 2019. You may not like me anymore in 2030. Who knows, right? Because things change, people change, nothing stands still. And that's interesting. And I'm explaining it with 4 dimensions, well, and that's funny too. But yes, that's how things are working in our brain too, right? And especially when we are getting older and older, the reason that cause our separations don't matter anymore, because we will only remember the feelings, the bittersweet moment back in the time of that person, the emotional contact. Life is short, and memories are the only thing that we can have when we are really old, because of our physical body is getting weaker and weaker. The only thing that we can have is memories. And it's really sad when you see someone who is in their 90s or even hundreds starting to have dementia, Alzheimer. They're starting to forget some people, but they may still have their emotional or sentimental contact toward that person, but without the memories. It's like maybe this lady in her 90s finally meet her first lover back in World War II, okay? She cries. She shed a tears. But she doesn't know why, because she has dementia. Isn't that sad? Because one time, well, not one time, but couple times or many times, that when I was working in a senior home or in a facility that take care of the seniors, when I play the piano, some of them cry, but they just don't know why. It happens. It's unexplainable, because music can really trigger your emotions. And thank you for listening. See you next time.